Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium as we're going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Canes in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And the rush will get to him at the 25. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he Caught behind the line. It's Hill. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On the run, it's Hughes. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the 3-spot, guys were all tied up.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moore will throw. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Canes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Moore to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
And the Ducks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's live. Turning it on! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check on the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Marion. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw. It's Beck. This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down from the 33. Complete to the left. And they finally get into the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave. He breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield. Mekhi Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was missing from the squad a year ago?
I think you want to see the passing and the running working together. You've had a couple of top-notch quarterbacks the last couple of years, obviously with experience. Now, an inexperienced guy at the quarterback spot. You might need to lean more on the running game. Oregon's got the guys up front. They've got the guys in the backfield. They can do it.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Wants to go up top. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some...
There he goes! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lyle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bauman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Takes the handoff. It's Lyle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. They put on the heat and they blocked it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Going to look downfield again. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the grab. It's Carney. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Canes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They kick it away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. To the air, it's Beck. There's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the Canes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hughes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Benson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Caught behind the line. It's Bauman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside for defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore to the air. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll pull it on the read. They got 0 push up front and they stopped them in the backfield. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Moore will throw. The short hands, it's Stewart. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Second down coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes were at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and
throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Canes line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying play action. Sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's back. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got a little space. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lyle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle. It's Lyle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 72 yards. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moore will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Grab behind the line. It's Benson. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Stewart. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Stewart. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hughes.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll do it himself. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Moore to the air. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it 1 play at a time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, better look out!
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Pulls it in. It's Benson. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They're setting up the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The give to the back. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Fires to the big fella. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Gilbert. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panic when you have to really panic? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you